nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Jerry and Jamie 2 Up. I'm Jerry.
And I'm Jamie.
And we are on episode 14, I think it is.
13.
No, I think it's 14. Something like that. 13 or 14. One of those two. We've already got some people in here. So if you're here and you're by a computer and you want to leave us a note, just put a comment in there. That'd be great.
Yeah, just let us know who's here.
We are, Jamie's happy. It's the end of her week.
Whoop, whoop.
And we are actually going and doing some camping this weekend at Rendezvous in the Ozarks. So we'll be heading out tomorrow morning sometime. Not early, but we'll be heading out tomorrow.
I lucked out. This is my fall break. Usually he goes down on Thursday and then I have to go down on Friday. And I'm really excited that I get the whole weekend.
So we're going to get to see some of our overland friends and just kind of have a good weekend.
Yep.
Weather looks like it's going to be great. Maybe a little rainy on Saturday, but we're not going to think about that right now. And but I got the truck all packed up. Jamie's cooking some chili for tomorrow night, so we can have chili queso Frito pie. Her mom does that when we go on camping trips and stuff. So we just thought we'd keep up the thing. So we'll go ahead and get started here, folks. We try to do this 35, 45 minutes, depending on how windy we want to be. So. First thing we're going to, sometimes, we're going to have a first look, which we've been doing, whether it's a new motorcycle, new gear, something, we talk about that. We're going to talk about the MSTA rally that I just got back from in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and some big news coming up for 2026 concerning the MSTA rally. And then our topic is going to be making female riders and Pillions, though Jamie's both now.
Yes.
Feel more comfortable at rides and events. And we'll talk about that. And then she'll chat a little bit about our scooter. So we'll go ahead and get started. So, folks, I don't know about you. I know Jamie's a pup, so she probably doesn't remember when the old CB 1000s were out. But Honda is definitely coming out with the 1000F in the UK, of course, first, which it seems like they see everything. It's still listed as a concept bike, but the reality is that both variants will be part of the company's lineup in 2026. So they're going to have an SE model and a regular model. So the regular model will be their naked version, and then the SE model will be the one with the little fairing and stuff. And I kind of like the just so you know, back in the day, Honda had a lot of bikes that were with that silver, blue, and light blue. That was like a big thing for those bikes. So
I like the black one.
Yeah, I kind of like the black, but I'm old school. I think that would be awesome. Just to have one. I don't know what the price is going to be. Nobody really knows what that looks like, but
the retro style of it though is really sleek. I like it.
I do too. So one thing that's really cool that some of you might notice is single-sided swing arm, which is very cool. I like the little fairing. The bike itself is based on the 1000 Hornet motor, so it's a good motor. It just looks really cool, I think. And the SE is going to have the windscreen and heated grips, a different seat. And, so I think that's pretty cool. I like the look of it. Even got a new TFT dash that they have on them. So they kind of modernize that. But one of the things, and then here's the naked versions over here without the fair. And I do kind of like those too. The quick shifter and all that, all the modern cool stuff they're going to have on them. But just with the retro look. And I was going to show you guys this video, and this thing's pretty cool. It's only a minute long. Really, I was. Let's go down here. There we go. It is going to play, really. It is. Maybe not.
He watched it too many times today. It's tired.
I guess. Huh, that's really weird. It's not playing. So I guess we will not watch this video. But if you get a chance, you guys should go and check it out. It's really good. I have to say it was one of the best videos I've seen in a while. And again, I don't know why it's not. Let's give it
It
one more
did play
try.
earlier, I promise.
It did play. I promise. I promise. Oh, it wanted to.
It's trying. But for some reason, it's just not.
Yeah, I don't know. So we're not going to waste y'all's time, but yeah, go check out that video, folks. It's really cool, and you won't be disappointed. It's a great little video, but that bike looks really neat. Let's see. Also, one of the things that's kind of cool, I don't know, I was going to say if you watch the video, but since we couldn't watch a video, this is part of the video I just clipped out, and one of the things I noticed is, I don't know whether it's the Taylor Swift in me or not, looking at Easter eggs, but why in a 1000F video would they have the CB750F pointed?
Because the 750 is the only one they have the manual for. They haven't made it for the 1000.
No, I think that they're going to bring out a 750F
And
in my best Taylor Swift Easter egg.
But that looks like a really old.
That's what the other one's based on. That's what this is based on. See, that was if you looked at the original one of those, it's the same way. So that's just my theory, folks. So that's my Taylor Swift theory. But so
You have to be worried. He's quoting Taylor Swift a lot here.
I know I'm a Swiftie, and so I just got back from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. That was fun. I missed having Jamie there, but it was a good trip. I put like 1,000 miles on the bike. And if you guys haven't been to MSTA Star Rally, you should really make it a point to do so. It's a lot of fun. Next year, it's going to be in Arkansas.
Woohoo!
So Jamie will be able to attend. Even if it's in October, she'll be able to attend.
Yep.
But yeah, so next year we're hosting it, so we'll be doing a little bit of work for that coming up in the next few months. But
I may not be able to be there for all of the day rides and things like that, but I can be there in the evenings, and I will take a day or two. So
yeah, we'll put her to work at the end there. So which will be October 17th through the 21st. So mark your calendars. And but one of the things we did, so the riding was fantastic. So I got there, I put like almost 1,000 miles on the bike. We rode up into New York one day to have sandwiches. We went over to Big Mike's and had more food. It seems like all we do is ride to eat in these things, but the roads were really good. The weather was perfect. The colors were changing a little bit, so that was kind of nice. I got a quick story. The reason I put Carrie and RJ up here is that's Carrie's new motorcycle, her new Trident, which is very cool, but RJ lost his Triumph key the first day he was at the event and looked everywhere for it, couldn't find it. So they rode all the way back home, stayed overnight, then rode back.
And where's home?
About 2.5 hours away, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So the cool thing is, though, is like 3 days later, somebody found the keys and hung them on the gate. And so he got his keys back. So
I was waiting to hear about that story.
That was a good story there. So there's good folks at those star rallies too.
Yep.
Because they're actually helping each other and taking care of each other. The NT 1100 did fabulous. I didn't even take side bags just because I trailered there. I know the horror, but I'll be honest with you. By the time we got back, I was very happy, and I'll explain why later. Yeah. So it was. So we had some really good times riding. Got to ride with different groups every day, so that was a lot of fun. Got to see some cool destinations that I don't know if I'll be back to see anytime soon. In your top left-hand corner here, we went to the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon, so that was kind of cool. Went and saw the Flight 93 National Museum, which was amazing. Everybody should go see that if you're in the area. There's a lot of covered bridges and stuff back there, so we did a lot of that. That was fun. And then where this picture's from is in front of the Piper Museum in Lock Haven, Pennsylvania, which is home of Piper, the airplane company. So
Very cool.
we did that. Yeah, that was kind of neat. And Joe Sokol and I went. He was on his brand new Moto Guzzi, and so we took some artsy pictures while we were there. And but of course, the best thing about Star that I really appreciate is all the people there. Really had a good time. We camped, and it's kind of funny because some of the I just camped in my truck in the rooftop tent, and other people had full blown RVs, and everybody just kind of hung out. We really had a good time. The banquet was great. We had some award ceremonies. There was a lunch run that they did that was really cool. And really, it's all about catching up with people when you're at the events. That's why I hate when Jamie misses them, because people, I think, would rather talk to her than me. And but
I'm the better half.
She is, and but next year she'll be there. But yeah, the whole thing about the MSTA stuff is the people are just what makes it a big deal. And so I'm just proud to be part of that group. It's a lot of fun.
One of the things that we've come across in motorcycling and in the four-wheel community is that there are a lot of the people that we have so much in common with over two wheels or four wheels, but without these different communities, we wouldn't know them.
Right. And that's what's really cool. So you go to these events, and we may only see each other
once a year.
Yeah. Well, these guys, we're seeing each other 3 or 4 times a year at the, but yeah, there are times where you can only see them once a year, and it is neat to catch up with them and do all that and see people, because there are some people that only can attend Star, or they, the vacations and stuff like that. So this year we missed a few MSTA events because we were cruising and doing all that stuff for our anniversary.
Yeah,
so,
but you still went to a few, and I've only been to one. So
well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We were focusing. Yeah. So, I went to a few. So yeah. I didn't miss any. Well, I did. I missed a few, but not many. So, all right. So we're about 12 minutes in. So we're going to talk about our subject for this week. And so one of the things that I heard people talking about at the rally, and we recognize this amongst some of our riding friends, the women or the spouse have started to not ride as much, or they never did ride, or that sort of thing. And so I try to go out of my way to make her as comfortable as possible when we're riding. And the reason being is I know I'm very fortunate to have her riding and that she likes to ride too.
Yes.
Half the time she's telling me she wants to go riding, which is cool, but I just think that there are some things that we can do as riders and as husbands and as partners that would make life a little easier for our female passengers. So
yeah, I can say that Jerry from day one has always made me feel very comfortable on the bike. I'm not afraid of it. I know some people have that fear. I don't, but my ride has always been much more comfortable because he didn't start me riding without gear. We had gear from the get-go, and we obviously have improved all of that, and we didn't have a sound system. So funny story. When we got our first bike together, which was the old 25 Concours,
2010 Concours.
I mean 2010
or 2005.
Sorry, I was thinking it was the 25th anniversary.
No, yeah, the C10 25th anniversary concourse in 2005.
In 2005.
There we go. We got all that for you.
And we took off. We went up to Tulsa to see one of my sisters, and it was hot. We didn't have a sound system or a communication system of any kind. I didn't even have a top case behind me. And I told him, I said, you better strap me to you because I will fall asleep. He didn't believe me. He thought I was full of it, and until my helmet hit the back of his.
So look, how many people would fall asleep on a motorcycle riding behind somebody, and they're not really that, we hadn't done it before.
Mm-mm.
You're a knucklehead. I couldn't have done it. And, there's a couple things I really want to make. So I made the mistake with my first wife, and we didn't get divorced because of motorcycles, trust me. But I remember the first time we rode, she had no gear. It was uncomfortable. It was raining the first time. And I wouldn't have got back on the bike either. So I think we did the right thing doing the way we did this. So look, because if you ride together we've got a couple 100,000 miles, probably more under our belt. You're going to ride in bad weather, or it's going to be hot, or it's going to be,
all of the above.
Yeah, there's just going to be a whole bunch of things that happen. And so the more comfortable you can make your spouse or your pillion or your partner, the better it's going to be. Look at that. That's our concourse right there. That was our first bike together.
Yep.
And we had so much fun on that bike until we didn't.
Until we didn't.
That'll be another episode.
Yes.
The first time we
went off.
Threw her off the bike a little bit. But she's still here, so that's good. So
I am, and still riding.
But yeah, so we're gonna kind of just go over some of the stories that we had while riding. So you're gonna ride in the rain.
You are. Whether you start in it or you get caught in it, it will happen. It is inevitable.
And one of the things that you need to do, make sure that you have good riding gear for that.
Yep.
We are both we're Frog Tog fans. We always have been. I love Frog Togs.
It's inexpensive. It's lightweight. It packs up small, and it does the trick.
Right.
And you can use it even when it's not raining to cut the cold.
So there's a couple trips so the one where I'm wringing out my gear here, we were going to Mena, Arkansas.
Yes.
And we left in the rain. It was brutal.
Yes.
And so we were riding.
Well, he was riding. I rode up in the car with one of
No, that was Eureka Springs, not the Mena trip. This is the camping trip. Oh no, you did. You took the truck.
I got to be in a vehicle with somebody because with all of the other girls.
So you're kind of ruining her part of it here, but that's okay. But we did get in the. So when we got to, we were at that overlook. Remember, in the Sardis Dam.
Sardis Dam.
And I looked out and I go, oh yeah, I think this is pretty much over. Well, then a bolt of lightning hit the lake, and we were like, thunder just. Crazy. And we were like, okay, time to go.
Time to go.
And but it was really wet.
Yes.
It was wet at that camping trip. But the trip here on the right, so we went all the way to Deal's Gap to camp. And we did camp. There's our little camp there. That's Jamie and I's in the yellow. Rob's big Taj Mahal over there. And then Jackie had the littler tent over there. So we ride, enjoy our time. We get there. I don't think we were there 10 minutes. And it started raining.
Yeah.
And it rained for the next 4 days or 3 days.
3 days.
And rained hard. That area in front of Deal's Gap was like a lake.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget, of course, the day that it cleared up was the day we were supposed to ride home.
Mm-hmm.
And so we all had a little command meeting, and we decided to stay a little longer.
Yep.
But that meant the next day we had to ride 850 miles back home.
Yeah, instead of taking 2 days to get home, we were going to do it in one.
Yeah. So.
But we were all game for it because we wanted to ride up in this amazing area.
And we did, and it was fun. And but we did deal with a little bit of rain that weekend. So the whole story here is make sure you have good rain gear.
Yep.
Make sure you don't do anything crazy, don't do anything scary, but it's part of the adventure now, right? We still talk about it. So.
It is. We've had many rain stories on the bike.
Many rain stories.
There was one that we got caught. It was supposed to be a guy's Mother's Day weekend where they were actually going to come up here to Arkansas from Texas when we still lived there. And it was supposed to be torrential rains. So it all got canceled. And since it was Mother's Day and I got to call the shots, I told him, I said, hey, let's go for a ride. Let's go south. I've never been to Louisiana. Not great roads, but it was a great trip, amazing memories. But coming back, we actually got caught in one of those really bad tornadic storms in East Texas, and we were dodging tornadoes.
It was bad. Yeah, it was. I remember going through Van. A tornado had just went through there, and water was 8 inches deep. It was tough.
Yeah, it was almost up to our knees on the bike.
Well, not our
splashing
knees,
up.
our ankles.
Our
you know,
ankles.
yeah.
Well,
If it was on our knees, we're gonna
knees for me.
Yeah. But you're also gonna ride in the snow.
Yes, that has happened.
We try not to,
Yeah.
because that's no fun.
Mm-mm.
But this trip was a year that we went to Colorado with some friends,
In July.
and we were camping in Gunnison. It was great.
Yes.
Yeah. And we rode up to Independence Pass, and it started snowing, and it got really cold. Now, I will say this seat here, that was in the morning. One morning we were there because we woke up camping, remember, one morning, and it was pretty cold. And we camp a lot, folks, so it was chilly that morning.
It was
and,
downright cold.
Yeah. So, but a different day, we decided to go up to Independence Pass. After we got a little friendly talking to by the local establishment, we went up to Independence Pass, and we were just kind of taking pictures. And man, it started snowing, and it was awful.
Yep. And the cop told us, he said, you either go down now or you're going to be stuck up here. So we did start going down the hill, but it had already started icing up. I put 100% faith in Jerry, and
She's not very bright.
I am starting to wonder 20 years later, but you know, we made it down, and when we hit Carbondale, it was 100 degrees.
Yeah. So it was so we did have, if you could tell there, she's got her jacket on, plus she had a layer underneath, plus she had her rain jacket on to break the air. So it was a tad chilly.
It was cold.
So just be prepared to do, this was on our C14 concourse.
Yes.
But yeah, it was fun. But again, another memory that we have that
yes.
we talk about.
Not a preference.
Right. And then if you guys live in Texas or Arkansas, you're going to ride in the heat.
Yes. Anywhere in the South, it's just a factor.
It's just one of the things you do. And, you know, when I mean, no kidding, we would get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so we could meet and ride about 6:30, and we would ride and be home by 11 because it would be miserably hot by 12 o'clock. So.
Yeah, especially in North Texas, because we had to ride a distance to get any type of, what we used to say, we rode 2 hours for 4 corners.
For 10 corners that we had up in North Texas. But, you know, those of you who attended Star at Cape Girardeau, that was warm too. In fact, that's why Jamie's down here in this picture. We went to Elephant Rock because it was so hot you didn't want to ride, and we just kind of went and hung out a little bit.
It's kind of funny you mentioned that trip. Look at my shirt that I have on.
Oh, we stopped at Metropolis on the way back, and
we actually, because it was supposed to be a really hot day, so we wanted to do something different, something short, and so we went to Metropolis, Illinois, and it was the home of Superman.
Yeah, it was like an hour away, so it was easy to get to and everything.
Yeah.
But the story up here is the heat caused that, and it wasn't so hot that it melted the fairing. We hit a deer.
Yes, because we left Amarillo at 4 a.m. to beat the heat. It was supposed to be 110 that day in Dallas.
And it was hot, but we wound up hitting a deer. We didn't crash, so that was good.
No, Jerry kept it upright. And
Jamie's clothes were all in this bag.
Well, yes. And so it actually tore the bag off. It never hit my leg. I don't know how it didn't, but it tore that off. My peg was still there, but it did. My bag hit. Thank goodness I had all of my clothes in a bag inside the big bag, and so
except your wallet,
except my wallet, because I wanted it easily accessible. And so when it hit, it actually was fine until a big rig came and ran over it, and then it like exploded, and all of my money and cards and everything else went everywhere, and I ended up with a crease in my license for the next 3 years until it expired.
The only good thing that happened from that trip was some friends. We were with a group.
Yep.
They came in behind us and helped us. Well, we didn't really know them, but we wound up riding with them for 10 years.
Yep.
So Liz and Leonard. Yeah, they're good people. So
yep.
So you're gonna run into cold, heat, snow. And then the other thing that I felt bad for her was, it seemed like so our anniversary is the 21st, which is next week
of October. Yeah.
right? So usually on the 21st of October, when we lived in Texas,
we would come up here for the colors, the fall colors ride. Every year I got to spend my anniversary with 6 other men and my husband.
That sounded really bad. But
well, there weren't usually very many women.
We did have a great time doing all those trips, but
there's old Paul.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, my friend.
Yeah. And Jackie.
So we it's funny, so on these trips we would go up, and like I said, we spent a lot of our anniversaries and stuff doing these trips. And one year we were up at Eureka Springs. They even had our name on the board.
Yep.
So we used to just love coming up here. Now that we live here, it's great. And yeah, so I guess the whole thing is if your partner wants to ride, make him as comfortable as possible.
Yes. And honestly, as the pillion, you have to speak up. If there is something that you need to say it. If you need to stop and take a break, if you need a different kind of gear, if you are cold and you want to
folks, this is a special this cat never comes out for anything.
This is Ritzy.
That's Ritzy. Our other cat we had to put in the room because he's everywhere.
He won't leave the back of the computer alone. But Ritzy wanted to be part of the show tonight too.
So I'm glad Ritzy made an appearance because she never comes out.
Yeah. So people who have never met Ritzy, this is her.
And so it's just kind of just make them comfortable. Yep. Just do the best you can because look, it's a blessing just speaking for myself that my wife likes to ride. Mm-hmm. She likes to ride with me. She likes to ride her own.
Yep.
And it's just it's just great that happens.
And I will also say, if you are a pillion, you also have to pay attention to what's going on. You don't want to make everybody wait for you. Obviously you can see all these pictures. I'm braiding my hair, pulling my hair back. I always have earplugs. And so when we're getting close to getting ready to leave, then I start gearing up and doing all of that so that the guys aren't having to wait on me, so that Jerry doesn't, and he will if I need him to, but I try not to be the reason we get delayed.
So yeah, so it's, man, she's loving. She's just hanging out
because brother's not out here bullying her.
Right. But so yeah, so just keep that in mind. Like I said, I'm very thankful that I get to ride with my wife, and I'm glad that she likes to hang out with me. So now we're going to go. So tell us about all the riding you've done on your scooter. Yeah.
Because he's been gone.
Yeah.
And when he wasn't gone, it was raining.
It was raining. And
so, we just honestly haven't had a chance. Could I go and ride on my own? Yes, but I still am at the stage that I would prefer to have him with me just for safety reasons. And, I'm just not comfortable enough yet to be long distances on my own. I can run down to the store. I can, do, short trips like that, but not a full day ride by myself.
So we are getting ready to, we're going to put a battery tender on there just so we have it for the winter time. There's really nothing else we need to do, but now that the weather's getting cooler, we will be getting out a little bit, trying to do a little more riding together. So yep. We're just out and about and doing our thing. So we're hoping to do more of that.
Yeah. So if you live up here in Northwest Arkansas and you see a little 390 and a red ADV, it's probably us. Say hi.
Say hi and come by and see us. So. All right, folks, as we're about 30 minutes into this, so we just want to say thank you for watching. We'll be back next Wednesday night.
Yes, we will.
And we can talk more about motorcycles and some of our camping stuff and that sort of thing.
Yeah, we're going camping this weekend, and so we will have a few more of our 4-wheel tales, but we'll still talk about 2 wheels too.
Yep, and there's one of the things that I wanted to show you guys too was we mentioned the Star being held in Arkansas. Well, we do have the website up now, and it's ready to go. So if you go to ridemsta.com/star, you will see the Star website. Now, you can't register or anything, all that. None of that will be up until about April. but we do have things like what you can expect at the event. Some pictures from previous events. You can come here and see, if you're from out of state, you can see what there is to do here in Arkansas. One of the cool things is there's this ultimate brewery trail for craft beer lovers. You can actually go responsibly and go to some of these breweries and that sort of thing. And then the hotel's a Holiday Inn in Springdale. So we'll be putting out some information about that, but it's a really nice hotel, really nice big atrium, and we already have camping places already set up. So you can check that out as well. We don't know what the raffle bike will be this year, so we're still looking at that. But if you get a chance, go check it out and tell us what you're thinking and everything. But also, like I said, do us a favor. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, go to Jerry and Jamie 2UP. Just do all that. Ring the bell.
Subscribe, ring the bell, give us a thumbs up, and pass us along to your friends.
Do all that cool stuff.
Yeah. And leave us a comment. Let us know what you'd like to hear from us.
Yep. And then, like I said, you can go to, if you would like to learn more about our business, go to motoradrenalinetours.com. And all of our social media is Jerry and Jamie 2UP, so you can check out all that. So until next time, everybody, ride safe, be kind. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.